Hello everybody, welcome to my channel My Impact, and I'm your Tejas. I'm very much excited and I'm eagerly waiting to tell you all what I have analyzed regarding education, and even I have observed so many students, those who have completed their graduation, struggling a lot to settle in their career. See, I have created a quotation of mine. I would like to read out for you all once again because I have already posted it in Facebook also. Fine. The quotation goes like this. Why do the students struggle a lot after completion of their graduation? It's because it's just like a mad person carrying the things, not knowing the value of those things. So even students, they complete the graduation, they were very successful in their school days and even college days, but still they struggle a lot to settle in their career. It is just like a mad person carrying the things. So what are the things he finds on the road, he takes them, but he doesn't know how to utilize those things. So why I'm comparing the present students who are struggling a lot to settle in their career with a mad person, because we know everything, but we don't know how to utilize that knowledge or the information that we gained in our past life, especially in our educational life. See, students, this video will not only help the students who are struggling a lot to settle in their career, and especially the graduates or the postgraduates. You can even guide your younger brothers and sisters who are studying now, and especially this video will be very helpful to the parents, especially because they nurture a lot of hope on their children, right? Even teachers also, they don't even know that why the primary kids, when they come to high school, they don't show interest to study, and we always force them to study for the marks also, right? For the marks and ranks. Now I just want to tell you, though we have studied so hard, we failed or we struggle a lot to settle in our career. So this video is going to help you a lot, will help you a lot how you are supposed to analyze or go through education and what really society wants from you people. Okay, so before I tell you this, I would like to tell you one small story before I just come up with the result. What we are supposed to do. I would like to tell you one small story which will help you to realize the importance of education and what we are supposed to know, and how our perception has to be towards education. Okay, so long ago, there was no earth, and there was only a person called God. You know God very well, right? He is the almighty of this universe. What he did was, he created a ball with mud, and what he did was, he just planted all these saplings around that ball, and he threw that ball into the space, and he called it earth. And what he did was, so what are the creatures came to his mind, he gave life to all those creatures and sent all those creatures to this planet, and now the planet was looking very beautiful. And next day what God did was, he created people like him, two people like him, and what he told them was, he told them to go to the planet and rule that small planet just like him, the rulers. So these two rulers went to that planet, and they felt like they were rulers and ruling the planet. But here is the interesting thing that you need to notice. So these two were walking in that planet, so where it was so greenery everywhere. So after some time, one felt hungry, and what he did was, he found one small fruit and he ate that. So the other guy was noticing while this person was eating that fruit. After eating that fruit, what happened to this person was, he fell down and he did not wake up for hours. The other person didn't know why this person was sleeping in the daytime. So what he did was, he was taking him wherever he went. So he slept with him. This guy, he used to sleep whole day, even 24 hours, but the other guy used to sleep at night. But in the daytime, wherever he went, he took this person. But this person was not awake. After a few days, what happened was, so the person who was not awake, so some bad smell was coming out of that body, and the other guy was not able to take care of him anymore and was not able to get close to that person. So he understood, he remembered the day when he ate that fruit. After eating that fruit, what happened, he remembered. After eating that fruit, this guy's condition was like this. So he learned two things. The first thing was, we should not eat that fruit. The second one was, if we eat that fruit, we become to this condition. This is called death. He learned two answers. He gained two I mean, like he gained two things. I mean, he got two answers. I mean, like from the person who experienced that. But the person who experienced was not alive. He went back to the God. What God did was he asked him, "Why did you come so early? Go and give company back to your friend." So he sent him back to his friend. Again, these two were walking in the planet. So they found a creature crawling. You can imagine that crawling, mostly the snakes, right? We call them snakes these days. But those days they were not aware of that. It was so interesting to see. So what he did was he took that snake and he just held that. So when he held that snake, what happened? That snake bit him. And after biting him, within few seconds, within few minutes, he died again. The other guy who was noticing this, he understood that we are not supposed to touch that snake even. By the time what happened, this guy has gone back to the God. Again, God sent him back, questioning that within few minutes, why did you come back to me? And he sent him back again to his friend. So like this, the person every time used to experience in that planet, and every time he used to sacrifice his life. And he didn't even know that he was dying also. Every time God used to send him, but the other guy used to act like a spectator, learning the things from his death. So what he was supposed to do and what he was not supposed to do. So you can understand, my dear students, so how the people experience their past life giving answers to the rest of the people to this world, rest of the people who are in this world, right? So you can see, just like the scientists, even the scientists, what they did was they used to make experiments on themselves, right? The next generation, let us talk about. So these scientists, they used to make experiments on themselves, and they experienced, even after doing experiment, they understood they used to lose their eyesight, they used to lose their organs, or they used to kill themselves, right? So the persons who were noticing that, who were observing these scientists, they understood that what they were supposed to do and what they were not supposed to do. Even during the time of kings also, most of the people learned by seeing the people who are dead, doing some experiments like wars and many other decisions which were taken by them, and the circumstances they came across, and that was noticed by some of the spectators, and they understood that what they were supposed to do and what decisions they were supposed to take and what decisions they were not supposed to take. So like this, some crores of people, some millions of people, they experienced so many things and gave answers to those who are alive. So finally, we are in this modern world. So we are very happy these days because we are not here to sacrifice our lives or do any experiments to give answers to the next generation. How many of you are aware that there are people in the past life, they lived for few minutes and few days and few hours? That means what? Whatever they experienced in the past, whatever they experienced the moment in the past life, in the moment, within moment they used to end up their lives by giving answers to the other people. And finally, we know what is snake, what is lion, what is good, what is bad, what is disease, what is health, what we are supposed to do, what we are not supposed to do, everything. Do you think that we got all these answers without any sacrifice of anyone's life? Many people sacrificed their lives and they gave answers to us. You don't even know that. But today, in this generation, in this modern world, we are not sacrificing our lives at all. And by the way, let me ask you the question. What do you think that society is expecting from you? The society is not expecting from you any answers by sacrificing your lives. Then what is society expecting from you? The society is expecting only one thing. What the thing is, just keep all the information that you gain, that we gain from our past generations, keep in your mind. Come to me. I'm going to ask you a few questions from the same books, from the same technology, okay, from the same research which is done by the previous people, the past generation people. Okay, we are going to ask you, we are not going to come out of that syllabus at all. If you answer, we are ready to pay you some crores of rupees. But we are not in a position to earn that crores of rupees. There are some companies who are ready to offer, some crores of rupees. But do you have that much of information with you? Do you think that you are supposed to do some research or you need to sacrifice your lives to give answers to those interviewers? Not at all. All that you have to do is you need to read those books and you need to explore something from the Google or the present technology, or what are the things were given by the past people, past generation. All that you need to keep in your mind and attend an interview. So is that so difficult for you, my dear students? It's very easy, but we feel very difficult. You may ask me, sir, why are you saying this? We know this. Unless we have that knowledge and information, we cannot attend interviews. We cannot even get success at all in our lives. Is it so? Then why are you struggling to get success in your lives? The reason is you all got the education. All of us have got the education in a similar way. But why are the students struggling a lot to get success in their lives? That I am going to tell you now. That's why I told in the beginning one quotation. What was that? The students are struggling these days to settle in their lives is just like a mad person carrying all the things but doesn't know how to use them. He finds even the gold also on the road, but he doesn't know the value of that. He thinks that that's just a stone. He carries it with him. So even we were like that. We used to carry the books and we used to fight for the marks. And even our parents and teachers, they used to encourage us every time. They used to force us every time to gain marks. And we used to find the pleasure in scoring marks. Why? Because of pleasure in getting compliments. So we used to get the compliments. We used to get the appreciation only for the marks only. So for the sake of marks and compliments and the prizes, we used to study. But dear parents and teachers, you need to understand the student's life has to be like a quiz, not just like reciting what is there in the textbook. Okay, so when you conduct any quiz, try to understand the student will analyze so many things. The quiz will not be conducted the moment he studies something. The questions can be asked from anywhere. Likewise, you should make the students, or you need to give the prizes to the students or to your children only for the information they are coming up with. Encourage them. If you are giving a glass of milk to the kid, you need to ask the kid, why should I give you this milk and what is the use of drinking this milk? Let him explore. Do you think that we cannot get that information anywhere? We can get it. If you want to know what actually the things are available in the milk, you can search it in Google or in the books, right? So like this, you need to expect the information from your children, from what they are seeing, touching, using, all this. So you need to encourage your students in such a way. Make them, so encourage or improve their analytical skills. They need to analyze what they're wearing and the use of that and how it is made, and what they're eating, the use of that and how it is made. So they should know that. So everything that they see, everything that they eat, everything that they wear, everything that they do, they should analyze. These are called analytical skills. It's not just reading the question and giving answer to the teacher. There is no use of that. It's just keeping the answer in the mind. Once if I recite, I don't have to keep that in my mind. I'll just throw that to the recycle bin or to the trash. Maybe or may not be in my mind. So if you ask me anything from my 10th standard or intermediate or degree or the PG, I usually don't remember. It's very difficult for me. I think so it's very difficult for you because we all study for the sake of marks. We need only qualification. So we think that all it is trash. So we don't remember that. But how it is useful to us. I don't say that every word in the textbook, every word is in the textbook is the information given by the past people. Don't think that they were just led life like us for 90 years and 100 years. The information or any word that you find in the textbook, the information which was given by the people who led for, maybe they might have led the life to give that information only for 5 months or 1 year or 2 years or 10 years. They might have died and given that answer to you, but their lifespan was only 10 years or 5 years. But we have all that information with us and we are leading life happily for 90 to 100 years. So dear students and dear parents and dear teachers, please encourage your students in such a way. Encourage them. Make them feel that they are exploring something. So if they are reading something, you please ask them what is the use of that. If you give me a stone, first I will analyze that whether it is useful to me or not. If it is not useful, I don't keep it with me. I will definitely ask someone else the use of the stone given by my teacher. So like that. So when you are giving something to students, they should analyze, make them feel analyzed, or make them understand the use of that. So don't make them feel that the question is important. If they study that question, they'll get 10 marks, not like that. So that is not actually the use for a student. So once if he gets the 10 marks, he will forget about that answer again. So you need to make them feel that how the 10 marks question is going to help for their life. They need to explore in such a way. Encourage your students. Keep the prizes with you. If it is I just like to give a suggestion to educated parents. Why don't you keep all the prizes with you? Don't encourage them when they get marks. Encourage them when they're coming with information. Send your child to the school, or send your child to the ground, or send anywhere else. So when he comes back or before he goes to bed, he has to come with some information. He can share the information about the technology, or he can share something interesting about the mobile phone or the TV or the clothes that we are wearing, the types of clothes and how it is made and the food they are eating and the vegetables or anything. They should come up with the useful tips. They should tell us the advantages of the food, the advantages of the clothes, everything, how they are made. If the student is coming with such information, you can appreciate them for their exploration. So you need to give prizes for that efforts, not for the marks. So dear students, so this is how. So we are supposed to analyze and we are supposed to work so hard. So keep this in mind, dear students. So today's topic, so once again I would like to repeat, the society wants from us only the information. We are not going to sacrifice our lives. We are not going to sacrifice our lives for the information to attend those interviews. Nobody is going to ask us to die and give answer. Those days have been gone. So people already died. So millions of people died in the past life to give us answers. We have all the information available in the library, in the books, in the Google. So we are not supposed to die. We don't have to die at all to find any answers for the next generation. So all that we have to do is to earn that crores of rupees and to lead a luxurious life. Keep the information with you. Analyze that how that information is going to help even the companies. If you're learning any technical course, you should know first of all how the course is very helpful or making the company rich. So analyzing the things is more important. An LKG teacher should encourage the student not knowing just the spelling of an apple, should ask that what are the ingredients, what are the vitamins are there or the proteins are there, vitamins are there in that apple. So the child should know the vitamins in that apple, so and how they are made and what are the structures they are made, how they are useful to our body when we eat an apple. So this is called exploration. So if student shows interest to learn the things like that, he will definitely get success. Let me ask you, a student, there are people who are successful from their hobbies. That means what? If there are some students whose hobby was drawing pictures, later after few days it became a habit of drawing pictures. Finally it became an addiction. He was addicted to drawing pictures and it became his profession, and now he is called an artist. Even our hobbies also didn't help us to become professionals in those activities what we did in our childhood. So we used to stick to only studies, but we did not know that how we are supposed to study and how education is going to help us or make us successful in the society. So I think you all have understood from this video, so that what the society wants from you all. So dear parents and teachers, please encourage your students in such a way and appreciate them not for the marks and for the rank, appreciate them for the exploration of things they do in a day. So experimental life. So we do experiments, but we don't sacrifice our lives because we are doing experiments on the information given by the past generations. All that we have to do is we need to explore and keep all that knowledge in our mind and go forward to be successful in career. So I hope that you all have understood, and I hope that this video will also motivate you all. Okay, so if you really like this video, please subscribe, like and share this to all your friends, and especially to your school level, college level students. And this video will also be very helpful to those who are struggling now. Okay, so analyze in such a way, improve your analytical skills and know the purpose of doing everything, so you will definitely get success. So that's all about this, my dear students, teachers and parents. Thank you so much for watching this video. Have a nice day.